Oh, sick!
They're not. Oh wow! So on the SL8, gave it some solid gas. This thing is, wow, noticeably slower. Coming off my rim brake S-Works Tarmac, sub 7 kilo with pedals, SL8. Camera cut out. Damn, it's like these bikes are so underwhelmingly slower, noticeably slower. Put all that effort into having low body fat, and then the bike's just slowing you down. You can feel the extra drag from the spokes and the rotors. Today's quite a calm day, so I'll take it out in the windy days and see if it gets any, like, you know, crosswind instability. The tyres are fantastic. These specialised tyres. This is the best thing on the bike. These turbo S-Works tyres, they're fantastic. The bearings in these wheels feel amazing. It feels so smooth. But again, that's just the bearings and the tyres. You can put that on any bike. All right, wait a sec. It is, yeah, it's a bit like that. But yeah, these tyres are killer. So if you ride this bike and your old bike had shitty tyres on it, you'd be like, oh my God, this Durianrider's wrong, this bike's noticeably faster. I've got these tyres on other bikes, these S-Works tyres, they're fantastic, man. But they're just not a...
Oh, sick!
They're just not a, you know, $20,000 upgrade, are they? $20,000, noticeably slower. Look at this thing. It's hilarious, man. And the bars deserve an entire video on how crap they are. The drops feels really good, but oh man, don't get me started on the bars. That is just insane. And disc brakes, they just grab too hard when you're riding one hand. It's just lack of modulation for sure. I should say that's road disc with a mountain bike disc and e-bike disc, got a big fat tyre there, but the road disc and the skinny tyre, you're on that edge, that razor knife edge of always locking up if you have to brake too hard. Man, crazy. So yeah, just got the flat pedals on today, got some jumbo juice in there, and you know, that's the setup. If I want to change the stem, $850, total full rebuild of the brakes, the new hoses, everything, hours of faffing around. If I just want to change the stem, it's just a nightmare. But again, yeah, these bikes aren't designed for performance, they're designed for profits. The paint's a bit rough, isn't it? Look at that. Look at this AliExpress finish, man. AliExpress finish on that paint. Look at that. You know? Look at that. Look how rough that finish is, man. And do you know, his frames are like almost $9,000 Australian just for the frame set. Look at that rough finish. So be careful when you're doing these up, all right? Make sure that you don't do it too tight because you will crack the frame. You can crack the frame. Look how thin that is around there, okay? So you want to be cracking that, you know, because that's a very vulnerable area. So make sure you do it up. Just gently with your dirty, greasy fingerprints. It's about 6 Newton meters. Look at that. There you go. So it's quite an interesting setup. And then you put this little boot on there, your little seat post condom. Tuck it in there. Get a vasectomy. That's how you afford bikes like this. No kids to worry about, no mortgage. And then you're good to go. All right. But yeah, be careful. If you tighten it up too much, you could crack your frame. No warranty for you. No warranty for you. So is it faster than the SL7? It feels a bit stiffer under power, but it's still underwhelming. I mean, it's like, you know, you're comparing to the Tarmac rim brake old models, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6 rim brake Dura-Ace or SRAM Red, the specs, the lightweight wheels. It doesn't come close, mate. It's like, I've ridden all these streets. I've ridden these streets for over 25 years on my road bike, so I know all these places. I've ridden them. I know how the roads feel, etc. I'm just going to slow now because of the audio, so I don't get too much wind noise. But and so I jump on these bikes and I'm like, damn, what is cycling becoming? Stupidly overpriced. This Chinese carbon I'm riding right now. Made in China. Overpriced, stupidly complicated to work on, ride quality, and compared to the rim brake weapons. If you know, you know. So any critics out there, do you own an SL8? S-Works spec. Do you own an S-Works Tarmac rim brake spec? Sub 7 kit. You know what I mean? It's like you got to compare apples with apples, mate. All right. But in terms of that comparison, we're talking apples, crisp, sweet, juicy apples you remember, and tart, sour apples you throw at your mates on sports day. You know, like. So yeah, it's disappointing to see these shills out there now for these brands promoting this crap. But Alex Dowsett, mate, like, have some integrity with what you promote on YouTube, bro. Seriously. These bikes, the mechanics hate them, man. The mechanics hate them. Like, they're faffing around. I mean, the bike shop owners would like it because of the profits they could bring in. But the mechanics working. Look at this Trek here. Look at this Trek. All right. Let's come look at this Trek. All right, so I've got this Trek here. All right, so Trek was a Trek 1000 or something. Yeah, so 1000. It's one of those WSD, women-specific design. Please don't use these locks, people. They just get cut through easy. But it's a nice little bike. If I wanted to change out the stem on this, flip it up, more stack height, I can do that. My $20,000 bike over here, I look like a bit of a fool, don't I? I can't change nothing on that. I mean, I can put a standard stem on there. Yes, I could. With standard bars, yes, I could. And then, what's that going to, you know, like the amount of faff to do that. This is like 2-3 minutes. 2 bolts, that one, boom, 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 and 2 bolts here, flip it up, boom. This one, it's just the extra faff. So technically, I could build this bike up here, lighter, if I put some pennies in it, SRAM red group set, change the wheels, different seat posts, I could make this bike lighter than this one over here, at $20,000. I spend $1,000 and this bike would be, well, actually, this frame's a little bit heavier, probably about 1,800 grams. So it'd be tough, but you know what I'm saying, I could. Disappointing. This is what bikes used to be like, very simple, very easy to work on. This bike you could work on with your eyes closed. This bike is, yeah, first world problems. It looks cool. I like the paint color. It looks pretty. But man, it's really sad to see what cycling's become. These overweight, overpriced, overcomplicated, and the rotors aren't rubbing yet. You know, that'll be another video. But this bike's going to create a lot of content. This is going to be the most famous S-Works SL8 in the world. And we'll get it out there. And hopefully, you know, it create some changes out there. Damn. The seats are pretty good as well. These specialized power seats. I like them. Fits me. It's not my favorite saddle, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Cutout's a good idea. 12-speed Duras group set. It's heavy. Damn. 10-speed, 11-speed DR2 is better.